Ashtray on the dashboard, coffee gone cold in my hand. Your name on the fogged up window, fading like an old church band. Hell ain't louder than silence when your side of the bed stays cold. Every creak in these old floorboards says what I can't hold. If a flame's gonna die, it don't need sirens or violence, just a long night. And hell ain't louder than silence. Your boots still by the front door, the laces knotted up half tight. Radio glow in the kitchen, but I cut the sound in midnight. Neighbors slam their doors, dogs bark down the road, but inside these four pale walls, it's a graveyard after the show. I take thunder, I take fire over this empty room I'm in, 'cause every breath I don't hear from you is a scream under my skin. Yeah, and hell ain't louder than silence when your side of the bed stays cold. Every creak in these old floorboards says what I can't hold. Rope burns on my shadow, sun dying in my glass, boot prints in the red dirt, all heading to the past. You live like a bad law, signed and never read. Your goodbye was a gravestone you carved in my head. News horizon, where the sky leans down to hang my name. News horizon, every sunset pulls that rope the same. If there's mercy, it's hiding in that rust-red rain. News horizon, stretch me till I slip right out this pain. Your picture in the truck dust, face scratched by the years, talk to it at stoplights, like you're right in the mirror. This town keeps its secrets nailed to leaning poles. Every porch a confession, swinging slow in the cold. I ain't asking for forgiveness, I ain't begging for a sign, just a wind strong enough to snap this sagging line. If tomorrow ever finds me on that bleeding edge of sky, I'll be walking toward the darkness till the daylight learns to die. Loose horizon, where the sky leans down to hang my name. Loose horizon, every sunset pulls that rope the same. If there's mercy, it's hiding in that rust-red rain. Loose horizon, stretch me till I slip right out this pain. First thing I stole was a 20 from the church plate. Mama's eyes found out, but the sheriff came too late. Dust on my boots from a town that never named me. Heard every Sunday hymn, still the darkness always claimed me. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. Out on this back road where the cross is blooming rusty wheat, I got sins like miles behind me, prayers like smoke I barely see. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. I loved a good girl with a Bible on her nightstand, trembling hands in mine, said you can't outrun what you've done, man. I left her sleeping, wrote I'm sorry on a bar receipt, drove till the gas ran out, parked my guilt in the driver's seat. I can't scrub these blood stains from the gravel in my head. Every road sign says forgiven, but it's nailed to what I fled. So if you're taking roll at midnight on that hill of broken men, I'll be standing in the shadows saying let it hurt again. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. half tank, half gone. The yellow line keeps dragging on. Cold wind creeping through this cold. You left your name in my throat. Whiskey on a broken road. Your ghost riding shotgun, talking low. Every mile just burned your name in the dark on this dash, like a brand in the grain. Whiskey on a broken road. I keep sipping what I should have let go. If I make it to the state line, Lord, will it hurt this slow? Whiskey on a broken road. Your notes in the visor, folded thin. 4 words bleeding through the ink, this can't win. Radio's a preacher I can't stand, so I talk to your shadow on my hand. Headlights catch that busted sign where we carved 2 hearts, 1 crooked line. Now it rusts, just flaking off the post, like the faith I had in holding you close. Whiskey on a broken road. Whiskey on a broken road. Gravel road under my boots, moon like a busted lantern. Your name carved into my thumb, still bleeding through the bandage. Old church leaning in the dark, cross crooked as my halo. Wind hums that same old hymn I swore I'd stop remembering. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest. Every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. Bottle rolling on the dash, cheap fire in my veins. Your seat's an empty jury box, I'm confessing to the rain. Headlights paint your silhouette on every broken fence post I reach, but it's just dust and the echo of your almost. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest. Every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, and the rope around my wasted years. I was born with a tremble and a stain, but the cradle was clean. Mama lit a match in the kitchen, said some dead start before you can breathe. Devil's burden riding my spine, every step I'm taking treads another line. If I ever get to heaven, it'll be on borrowed time, with the devil's burden hanging off mine. There's a cross on the dashboard, cracked glass, hanging crooked and gray. I keep talking to the silence beside me, like the driver just stepped away. I tried leaving it in a motel drawer, tried to drown it on a rusted shore, but it climbs my shadow every sundown, every door. Boy, you know what you were given for. Cold coffee on the counter, your note still in my hand. One porch light burning amber, I can't remember who I am. Truck keys on the table, boots by the back door, jacket on that same old chair. You don't live here anymore. Ashtray full of half-truths, phone face down, gone dead. Every room's a photograph, I walk through them in my head. I'm a midnight exile, banished from the life we almost had, haunting these back roads like a stray dream gone bad. town stuck on the wrong side of goodbye. Mail piled on the counter, names I don't say out loud. I talk to your old coffee cup just to hear a voice somehow. Radio hums some love song, I kill it halfway through. Can't stand another chorus that don't belong to me and you. If leaving was salvation, why does it feel like I'm the one who died? If distance is redemption, why are you still sleeping on my side? I'm a midnight exile, banished from the life we almost had, haunting these back roads like a stray dream gone bad. You're a ghost in my rear view, I'm the curse in my own eyes. Yeah, I'm living in this house like a border town stuck on the wrong side of goodbye. That old church leans on a dead-end road. Wind sings hymns through the crack-stained glass. Boot prints fade in the red dirt yard. You left town, but you never got far. Your name's still carved in the pew back row, right where you swore you'd never let go. This is my deadwood prayer, spoken to an empty chair. Ash in my hand, cold in the air. If you can hear me from wherever you are, I got one more curse for these worn-out stars. This is my deadwood prayer. Black suit hung from a rusted nail, still smells faint like a cheap hotel. Cross on the wall, turn face to stone. Even the saints don't pick up the phone. If I dig down past the bones and the roots, will I find your face, or just worn out boots? If If I dig down past the bones and the roots, will I find your face or just worn out boots? If I drank this town clear down to the floor, will you walk in through that hollow door? Glass on the counter, lip print dust, chair pulled out like you left in a rush. Clock hands crawling, but they circle the drain. This old house whisper every inch of your name. Whiskey silence, sitting where you used to sit, talking in circles with a bottle and a cigarette. You're in that doorway, leaning like you might step in. Whiskey silent pours me the night again. 2 plates in the sink, only one ever gets clean. Coats on the hook, like a photograph in between. Radio's humming, but I keep the volume low, 'cause I still hear your footsteps in the spaces between the notes. Watch the smoke draw your face. Say I'm gonna quit you, then I kill the taste. Every swallow is another slow goodbye to the man I was before you cut the sky. Whiskey silent, you took his ring, left it face down in the sink. Coffee's still warm, but the picture's turned to ink. Truck tracks bent down that red clay, crooked road, mailbox hanging like a body on a rope. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep, like frost in the web, where the secrets sleep. You can outrun time. You can change your name. But cold vengeance knows your vein. Judge shook hands with your daddy in the hall. Bible on the shelf, never open, never falls. Gravestone cheap, just a date and just a name. Rain washed the flowers, but it couldn't wash the stain. Headlights off, you can hear your own heart drag. Wind in the corn whispers through a plastic flag. You feel that steel resting heavy by your knee. Every breath you take sounds like wait for me. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep, like frost in the well. That southern shadow sits on my shoulder. Been there since my daddy drove off that night. Name on the sign says, welcome soldier. Graveyard wind says, you ain't done it right. Porch light busted, bottle in the driveway. Mud on my boots from the old bayou road. Radio preacher talking about grace. I got a glove box full of things I never told. Southern shadow, follow me. Follow me home from the tin roof rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone. I keep running these back road circles, but you lie down wherever I go. Southern shadow, only friend I ever let know. Ashtray full of August, I can't remember. One cracked frame of a woman in white. Her mascara bled like the Brazos-Sand flood when I chose my pride in a bar over right. Mama says hearts don't break, they rust. Slow like a truck left out in the field. I still see blue lights in the rearview glass every time I think the road might heal. If I cross that county line, will you cross it too? Sit in the passenger seat like a Sunday truth, or will you climb in the bed with the tools and chains, riding low with the sins I never could name? Follow me, follow me home from the tin roof of rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone. Found your Bible in the saddlebags, pages torn, names crossed and read, gun oil stains on every song, smelled like whiskey and regret. Cold iron fate, heavy on your hip that day. You said mercy's just a word folks say till the barrel has its way. Cold iron fate, you swore steel would never shake, but every prayer you ever prayed came out rust and ricochet. You drew circles in the desert dust, boot heel halo around your sins. Said the law wrote you as Judas for the crimes you kept within. You asked me, son, where did my time come? Who'll weigh my wrongs and what I've done? I just watched your hand, still on that gun like a cross. Cold iron fate, heavy on your hip that day. You said mercy's just a word folks say till the barrel has its way. Left your name in the dust by the gate where the gravel turns. Boot prints, blood on the rust. All I kept were ashes and spurs. Your dress on the back porch rail still smell like rain and smoke. Coffee gone cold on the table, Bible open on the words I never spoke. Ashes and spurs, that's all I'm wearing. Ghost of your touch on that worn out shirt. Love like a wildfire, flared then faded, all that it left me. the dawn. One cup, one plate by the sink. Your note folded under the lampshade. You'll drown if you don't quit to drink. I ride past the church on Sundays, park out back, kill the lights, say your name into the steering wheel like a prayer that never quite sounds right. Never quite sounds right. Ashes and spur, that's all I'm wearing. Ghost of your touch on this worn out shirt. Love like a wildfire, fled then faded, all that it left me. Ashes and spurs. First match in the dark, found blood on my shirt, whiskey on the Bible like it's covering the dirt, boot prints in the doorway, moonlight on the chair. Somebody's still talking in this dead man's prayer. Dead man's prayer on my tongue, on my chest, saying, Lord, if you're listening, you can take what's left. I ain't asking for heaven, I ain't running from hell. Just lay me down easy where the lonely ones dwell. Her ring in the ashtray, cold coffee on the stove, her note in the sink where the red water flows. Every word she left me, 'cause the midnight air, I read it like scripture in a dead man's prayer. Dead man's prayer on my tongue, on my chest, saying, Lord, if you're listening, you can take what's left. I ain't asking for heaven, I ain't running from hell. Just lay me down easy where the lonely ones dwell. If I confess my sins, it just echoes off the wall. If I swear I'll change, there's no one left to call. So I talk to the shadow like somebody's there, calling out my own name in a dead man's prayer. Left my name in the barroom dust, left my ring in a pawn shop drawer, truck bed full of busted boards, map burned through from folding, your note on the dash half torn, my hands still smell like holding. One boot heel's chewed to the bone, spurs clank soft when I'm walking, like a ghost dog trailing me home. Every step another warning, broken spurs, cutting up my heels again. Every turn drags me back to where we've been. Every mile, just a circle in this dirt. I keep riding, I keep riding on these broken spurs. Motel sign buzzing, half-lit red, coffee tastes like old rain. Talk to God through a paper cup, he just echoed your name. Photographed by the Gideon book, folded right at your smile. I pressed my thumb where your hair once fell, bleed a little, wait a while. Broken spurs, cutting up my heels again. Every turn drags me back to where we've been. Every mile, just a circle in this dirt. I keep riding, I keep riding these broken spurs. If I quit the whiskey, would you quit my dream? If I turn this saddle into firewood and steam, would the dawn feel different, or would I still hear you stir? Every time this lonely metal hits the dirt and starts to burn, spurs, cutting up my heels again. Every turn drags me back to where we've been. Every mile, just a circle in this dirt. I keep riding, I keep riding on these broken spurs. Clock on the wall says 12:01. Coffee's gone cold, this trial ain't done. Your side of the bed still tucked in tight. I call the witness of a wasted life. Midnight verdict, guilty as sin. Judge and jury staring back from my own skin. Every wrong word echoes like a door slammed shut. Midnight verdict, I was the night. You were the cut. Your picture leans in that thrift store frame. Glass all cracked, like we said each other's names. I pour one more, swear I'll let you go, but the bottle keeps telling me what I already know. Midnight verdict, guilty as sin. Judge and jury staring back from my own skin. Every wrong word echoes like a door slammed shut. Midnight verdict. I took the stand when I let you leave. Swore I was fine, lied through my teeth. Now every shadow in this empty house reads a sentence out loud. Reads a sentence out loud. Midnight verdict, guilty as sin. Judge and jury staring back from my own skin. Every wrong word echoes like a door slammed shut. Midnight verdict. And I was the knife. Black and roll, dust on my tongue, your name in a review, cut from my lungs. Late September, cold in my hands. Half a tank, half a heart, half of a man. Your porch light shrinking in the cracked side glass. Ash on my jacket, smoke in the past. Black and road, you keep taking what I can't let go. Every mile burns another old ghost. Headlights carving out a crooked home on this blackened road. This blackened road. Church leaning, cross turned gray. Gravel kicks up like the words I couldn't say. Radio's bleeding, some forgotten hymn. I turn it down low, hear your voice cut in. If I turn back now, would the door still stick? Would your bare feet find my boots on the brick? Or am I just a shadow in your kitchen light? A name